window into what people really think of me. Whoa. Russian Cider, thank you so much for all of those gift subs. It's amazing, and thank you Smomster too. Do you think it's easier for you to gain your level of fame than get male gamers without tics? No? No. There are lots of women with Tourette syndrome on Twitch who don't grow, who stay at like 10, 20, 30 viewers and never grow for years. That people who reduce my content to just that are not watching my content. So basically, there are lots of people with outrageous tics. There are loads of people with Tourette syndrome on this platform for whom, after many, many years, have not gotten any success, male and female. If anything, Tourette's is a really hard hurdle to cross because there are a huge percentage of people who will never watch your content, who will just assume you're faking it, or will be offended because they don't know what Tourette's is. And so you have this massive additional filter that many other people don't. Also, being a female gamer means you have more reasons why people will dislike you. Because most of the people who watch streams are male. And when you lust after someone, it only takes 30 seconds to get what you want, and then you're out. So people can't.
I just find it really, really funny.
And people judge.
That's how I found Sweet Anita.
Using your sexuality.
I was like, this chick is hilarious. I didn't actually know she had Tourette's.
The reason why people watch you thought and leave. I've seen loads of
until I read the title. Girls
never get beyond 100 viewers on Twitch. Okay, so this idea that women can just have boobies and win the Twitch are idiots. Because we have all these unfair standards. Men could be fun and toxic and have an emotional range and be like angry and happy and sad and jealous and fun and sarcastic and be fine. But because most of the people who watch are men tend not to relate to women. If they admire a woman, they tend to convert into lust. If I admire you, I want to fuck you. A lot of men don't ever aspire to be like a woman, and it starts when you grow up. You don't dress up as Princess Leia when you're a kid, and if you do as a boy, you might get bullied. Whereas young girls can dress up as Darth Vader and be fine. It's a step up to wear boys' clothes, but the other way around is considered degrading, and it can be an opening for people to call you a pussy and ridicule you and reject you, okay? So from that perspective, growing up, you were never taught how to relate to us. You were taught how to want to possess us. Cartoons constantly portray you as someone who, like, male characters will go awooga and have hearts in the eyes whenever they see a beautiful lady. But there won't be many guys that in cartoons that dress up and try to relate to a woman or have a friendship. Usually the narratives where a guy meets a girl are the guy tries to possess and fuck the girl and gets the girl as a reward for doing things. So from childhood, to relate to us, but to want to possess us. So when we have an emotional range, when we're angry or toxic, it's not considered funny. It's considered an unappealing attribute that you wouldn't want to deal with in a relationship. And because of that, people try to tone it down. Oh my god, why are you so angry? Calm the fuck down. Chill. I've never seen that once in XQC or Summit G's chat. They are allowed.
Well, it's just the difference between men and women, I guess.
They're a really good example. This
Nature.
is why the top 500 people on Twitch are by majority men, not women. Because we aren't as relatable just by the default of being women. The emotional range that
also more guys play video games.
That's
another thing as well.
Draw of Twitch is relating.
It's mostly guys.
And so just by being a woman, we're at a disadvantage because if we get angry, it's unappealing rather than fun and relatable. Whereas with dudes, it's fun and relatable. And tits only get you so far because we're competing with all the porn on the internet and all the girls who do like chatterbait and stuff, and will strip more and talk to you. So basically, tits don't get you that far, and if they did, we'd be the majority in the top 1,000 of Twitch, and we're not. Secondly, having Tourette syndrome mostly evokes suspicion and hatred and prejudice in the general public. Do you know how many times people try to cancel me? Do you know how many times I've had to explain my condition? Do you know how many times people just ask the same questions over and over again and trap me in a boring old loop that people won't stay for? It's
I'll be
so
first in a
hard to
minute.
come up with unique content and relate to people when the only dialogue they want is a repetitive one.
I've only just
and
started.
People constantly try to make you justify being on the platform. It's challenging. It's
I
hard.
know, maybe next round.
Really fucking hard. This is the reason why I am one of the very, very few people with Tourette syndrome who's ever gotten to this size on Twitch. It's hard. It's harder than being a dude who games. You know, because we're not given the benefit of the doubt. People suspect me because they just think, oh, she's a girl, I'm attracted to her personally, and because of that, I assume she's manipulating me.
It's not why I listen to Sweet Anita. I think she's funny as hell.
Tourette's. I don't believe in Tourette's. Nobody without those two things.
Which is fun to listen to.
They have a much more level playing
Maybe young guys might be sitting there drooling over it.
And benefit from them. So because I have that additional hurdle, I have more challenges than the average human, not less. People sensationalize my tics, but there are plenty of people with outrageous tics on Twitch. It doesn't get you far, people don't stay, okay? The word cock is only funny once or twice, and then people move on. There has to be more. So to constantly go, it's unfair that you have an advantage, is a lie. It's what people who don't watch the stream think.
Got an advantage because she's fun to listen to as well, and she's intelligent. It's not just because she, guys are attracted to her and the Tourette's. Tourette's definitely helps though, because that's how I saw her. That's how I heard from her first. I just cracked up laughing at this woman swearing. I was like, who's this?
Women have an advantage. Up to 2,000 views. After that, you need personality. Up to 2,000 views, and after that, you need personality. I don't know. I don't necessarily know that you need personality. I've known plenty of guys that are really generic, and very average who have made it big on Twitch. And I think the reason is because they're relatable.
Men.
I mean, how many overweight, balding, smelly women with messy rooms who rage all the time and get angry and slam the table do you know who have gotten to the top of Twitch? How many of them do you know
if they're really funny,
10, 20,
they'd have to be really funny, like Roseanne Barr funny.
How many women do you know who just go, oh, bitch, oh, I own that bitch. Yeah. What a retard. Yeah. Who win at Twitch? Because I can't think of a single one, but I can think of at least 30 dudes. And people are like, women have such an advantage. Yeah, people use the R word really derisively and still get popular. It was mean. But women have this added criteria of like, you only deserve to be here if you're hot. And even then we won't pay much attention to you, we'll just assume you only got here because you're hot. You can't win. It's like, no, you have to be stunning. Otherwise, why the fuck are you here? No one would give a fuck about you. And so, most of the girls who do make it into the top 1,000 or 500 of Twitch are supermodels because they need that as an additional criteria. Not the only criteria, but an additional criteria. Because having a personality isn't enough. Being emotionally available isn't enough. Being relatable isn't enough.
Not all,
but you can be anything.
Not all guys get heaps of followers
still make
either.
It on Twitch as a dude. Talented gamer, or you can just be average.
You have to be stupidly good,
or you can be
funny or entertaining to get heaps of followers.
Or that. But with women,
I just don't care enough.
Like, because of your looks. But if you don't have them, people are like, no one gives a fuck about you, you ugly fuck. There's no way of winning.
And every single time an ad plays, the Twitch stream turns off. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Then I have to alt tab.
The shotgun. What you can try.
I know people are like, that's not true, and it's like, the evidence is there. Go to the top 500. The majority are male. The evidence is there. It's indisputable. If boobs make you win the internet, why aren't all the top 500 women?
Because they're
an unfair advantage.
Because most people
Why
tune
aren't the
into
top
really,
women?
really good gamers. That's why.
Fuck, that was quick.
It's not an advantage, it's something that's exploitable when men don't have. Well, this is the thing, like, it would be an advantage if hot men could succeed more, but a lot of hot men literally don't succeed more because they're less relatable to the average person who watches Twitch. This is the interesting thing. So it's not something they can exploit, but also it's not a thing that limits them. So here's the comparison. I have to spend like an extra hour or 2 hours of my day fulfilling expectations, potentially, to achieve a certain degree of attractiveness and beauty, right? If I don't do this, I'll be penalized. It's not that I have an advantage, it's that in order to get here compared to what men can benefit from and all their options, I have to do so much more effort, and if I don't do it, I'm here, you know? It's not that I get here compared to a dude, it's that I'm here by default and I get here if I get fake tits and diet and get skinny and dye my hair blonde and all that shit. And people see it as an advantage because it's not a thing that men can do to change their viewer count. But the change in viewer count isn't worth it because Coomers are unbearable. We all know it. We've all seen them in chat. Could you get your top off? Could you turn around for me, baby? Could you do some star jumps for no reason? Are you wearing a bra? What do you do during sex? What's your favorite position? You hate it. You jump in and you're like, I don't belong with these people. They're creepy. This isn't the community I want. And you leave. And you find people you can relate to because Kumas are unbearable. Simps are unbearable. So attracting these people is a disadvantage in itself. Okay? And even if you don't attract them intentionally, they still come and ruin your community and clip all your content and misrepresent it. I've seen compilations of my ass, and that's not what my content is about.
So, little be kids, they won't be adults. Little be kids, 12-year-old boys with hormones.
And people look at my compilations and like, oh, she's a titty streamer.
Like, no adults, 30-year-olds are watching that.
So these people are
Unless there's something wrong with them.
And they misrepresent your content, whether you want them there or not. I abuse simps every day. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And they stay, because they're fucking masochists. Yeah, Kumas ruin everything. People who think that women have an advantage on this platform have no idea. Does abusing them work? No. The flaw in thinking is that you get to influence how other people behave. I don't.
Because everybody on the internet is anonymous as well.
They get over-attached.
So people control and there's no consequences.
Like, oh, thanks, that's so sweet. afraid of you. And they're like, I love you.
So
when
young
are we gonna
kids
get married? Where do you live?
can
You
be
haven't
little
answered
shits.
me. Hello, bitch.
And there's
I hate you. I'm
anonymity.
leaving now. Okay, hi. Forget everything I said. I was drunk.
So they
I
can
love
say whatever
you.
they want.
Where are you? Why won't you message me? Hello? And if you go, leave me alone, they're like, how could you tell me to leave alone on Valentine's Day? I love you. Anyway, so that didn't happen. Brain wipe. When are we getting married? And if you go, fuck off, I don't like you, they're like, you just tell it how it is. You're so blunt, Anita, and I admire that about you, and I love an honest woman, because that's how all women think about me, but you actually say it so I can improve myself, and by the way, I've done everything. I've gone vegan, I've waxed my balls, and I've done this,
Hey, it gives
and
her content
sold everything
to talk about it.
charity, and I'm currently living on a cardboard box, and all I've got left is my phone, so I can talk to you. So when can we get married? Because now I've changed myself into an altruistic, slim, beautiful guy who does everything you like and lives off broccoli. I'm the one, right? Insult me again, I love it. So there's just no winning, and nothing I say or do will change it, and I can't really do anything about it.
God, we are getting smashed.
I can't escape, there's just nothing. I learned this when I was like 13. And some guy started throwing berries at my boob. This is when I learned the rule of the simp, okay? This dude was throwing berries at my chest because I developed boobs before everyone else. I was a D. I was 13. It was hell. Okay? Every time I walked into class, they'd all stare at me and they'd go, tissue tits, tissue tits, the greatest gift that I possess. It's like, if I stuffed my bra for this abuse, then maybe I'd be okay with it. But no, I have to fucking break your noses, right? So this was my life. It was unbearable. Because, like, people just can't handle puberty. It's fucking annoying, right? And,
Why would you flash?
I learned the way of the simp, which is it doesn't matter how you respond, it's all in them. The problem is them, not you. I tried everything. And I tried being nice, I tried being mean, I tried being everything in between, and they just still came at me. It was horrible. And there was this guy throwing berries at my tits, and every time they fell down the V in my little polo neck top, he'd go, I'm gonna sell this one because it touched your bibs, and my friend fancies you, and I'm gonna sell this one to Richard, and this one to Craig, and this one to Jim, and this one to Ben, and I'm keeping them, not for me or anything. I'm not gonna fuck you, it's just my friends. I was like, okay, bud, you need to stop. This is annoying. Let me eat my lunchy, please. This is ridiculous. Okay, bud, if you don't stop, I'm gonna protect myself. This is weird. This is assault. Okay, bud, do you need me to drive you to the fucking hospital? Well, I can drive. What did I ask? What was it? What was it really? It was something along the lines of, do you need medical help? Something along those lines. I don't remember. I was 13. It was a long time ago now. But yeah. And, yeah. I basically went to kick him in the face. I did warn him. I was like, stop it or I'll kick you in the face. And he didn't stop it, so I kicked him in the face. And he blocked, and he broke all of his knuckles. Well, no, I'm gonna say it. He broke all of his knuckles, being a twat. It's his fault. And he went to hospital, he got cast, came back, asked me on a date. Bought me a pencil case, bought me some chocolates, asked me on a date again. I didn't answer. He assumed that means yes, and asked me if we were still together 2 years later, because he hadn't seen me since I left school. Yeah, there's no stopping simps. They will buy shit for you, they will shower you in love, whether you're nice or mean or anything in between. So blaming me for how people respond to my content is just stupid. That's just assuming that I have control over everyone, and I don't.
Through me. Just rush through me.
You kicked him in the face, you clearly caused brain damage, you should be arrested for protecting myself when I gave him warning. I went, could you stop assaulting me please? And then I said, I have to hurt you to protect myself if you don't stop. And then I protected myself. I think I was in the right 100% there. But as well, I was 13. And secondly, none of the boys who I had to protect myself from ever told anyone about it because they didn't want to admit how much a fucking girl munted them. And the one time a teacher actually in first person saw it, there was this guy, he was doing exactly, it was the same guy, not the one. he was throwing these little cubes. So in the remedial class of math, which is where I started out when I first got to the school, they were like, "Oh, you're home educated. Oh, you poor thing." And then they put me to the top set of everything by the time I left. So I scaled the ranks. It's cool, but at first I was in the remedial class for maths, and they gave me these little cubes, and they're like, 1 cube plus 1 cube is 2 cubes. Do the math problems in the book using the cubes. And like this guy was just throwing them at my top and trying to make them fall down my top again. Same old bullshit. And I just went and spammed him in the forehead, and he went kadunk and hit his head on the wall and then went back into my hand again. It was like bam bam, right? And yeah, suffice it to say, he kept his cubes to himself. He was like, noted. And the thing with that was, I gave him the 3 warning system again. I did. And it happened in front of my teacher, my math teacher. She watched the whole thing. I didn't realize.
Well, there was a hiding.
Because I was like, stop. We've had a discussion about, okay. And the thing with this was, she saw, and I locked eyes with her afterwards, like, oh, fuck. I've got detention, haven't I? And she went, no, he had that coming. And she carried on marking the stuff. The one time someone saw it, that was just like, yeah, you teach him. Yeah. I mean, it did work against me a lot. I had a lot of arguments with my teachers because they didn't punish people for doing bad shit. It's why I left in the end. So there was a guy, I was 13, and 3 sixth formers, the oldest boys at the school, beat the shit out of me. They beat me to unconsciousness, and I woke up in the first aid, and I was like, I can only really justify getting a
That's crazy. What kind of guys go around smashing bloody woman until she's unconscious?
And the police were like,
sick as hell.
And neither of them did anything, so I left. And the thing was, the rules of the council were that you couldn't get into a new school that wasn't in your catchment area. So by those rules, I couldn't go to a different one. They just kept trying to pressure me to go back to the one I was at. And so I could either risk death or not get an education. And I had to choose the latter. So in the end, the fact that they were so lenient worked against me. But at first, when I had to tell boys to stop, it worked with me. Until it didn't. They beat you to unconsciousness? Yes, they did. So I have a scar on my wrist. This one here.
Through that stuff when I was growing up as well.
From that exact day.
But
okay, so
pretty crazy they did it to a woman. That's insane.
I'm just gonna rub this off. It's not anything relevant, but regardless. So where is it? There you go.
You learn a lot.
This one here.
In life, when you get a good beating from 4 or 5 guys,
right here.
It humbles you a little.
That one. Right there. That one there. That is from that
if you survive
specific attack. So I have a scar in. I have to paint over it every day. There's a gap in my eyebrow from it. That scar there is from it. And if I do this, right, you don't see too much of a difference between my hands, right? But see here, there's a gap. I can't close the gap between these fingers. I'm always doing the Vulcan salute. Compared to these fingers where I can close them and there's no gap. Like I can put a card between this bit. It's because they broke 2 of my fingers. But my mom was always in bed and she was never attentive. So I broke my fingers and I didn't have any medical help and they're just forever deformed. So it worked in my favor until it didn't. That they were very lenient. But yeah, they stomped my wrist into the ground, and it was gravel. There was some gravel on the floor.
Sounds like a horrific experience, eh?
But loads of people had tripped loads of crap in there. So it was just like there happened to be like little bits of stones and rubbish and stuff, and they stomped my hand. They stomped my hand into it, and it split all of the skin under all the pressure. It was actually a really big, like the scar comes from there to there, like there's squiggly lines connecting it all, but it's most prominent there specifically. And that was the day I left.
What happened? Did you die?
Did you kick them in the face first? No, I didn't. I started choking one. So the first guy attacked me, and I protected myself. And then the other guy kicked me to the ground unexpectedly, and then they just didn't stop. They didn't give me a chance to get back up again. So I did put up a fight, which isn't bad.
What was the problem though? What did they do it for?
I didn't win. And you can't win every
Like,
fight.
well, they just walked up to you and just started smashing you. Wonder what happened there. Normally there's a, I mean, it's hate to say this, but normally there's a reason for for stuff. People don't just generally, unless they're mugging you or trying to steal something from you, just walk up to you and just start beating the crap out of you for nothing.
A fight 2v1, no, it's 3v1.
In my experience, anyway. What, I mean, was that planned? Like, was it something that they planned over a period of time? Was it just spontaneous? It sounds pretty crazy.
What was the punishment? None. Didn't get punished at all. Color.
Push on B, push on B. I want the car, one car. On B.
Turn it up a little
eyebrow
bit.
scar? That's so cool. Why do you hide that? Because it just looks kind of janky and scruffy. It doesn't look good. It's not like a full-on gap from top to bottom. It's just a tiny little V in a really awkward place that just makes my eyebrow look weird and scruffy. It doesn't look cool and cute or anything like that. So, I'm just like, meh. Besides, if I let people who are mean to me define how I look, then I'm letting them influence my future, and I don't like that. So I want to look how I want to look. I don't want to be some remnant of past events. I want to be me. I feel more like me when I choose how I look, rather than letting bullies do that.
Fair enough.
Oh, fuck, we got a lot of donations. We can clear those. Ah.
Perfectly said. I'm working on a project for a college class about sexism in gaming, for both streamers and game developments, and everything you are saying is on point. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Mostly I just get people who are like, nah, I'm justified in being a failure. The system is gamed against me, and if you challenge my perception of that, I'll have to blame me for my problems and failures. So, you're wrong, and I'm right, and fuck the data.
Come,
So
bomber.
Thank you.
It's free. Hey. Short.
Did you active Windows yet? Kek.
No. Oh well, I keep trying.
Ah!
It takes a lot of time, and I don't have that many consecutive hours to spend on customer service, getting hung up on.
Your conversation with was wonderful. Thank you for taking the time to do that.
It was nasty.
Fascinating information both you shared.
Thank you.
Getting smashed over by a bunch of guys. That must be horrific. Especially for, I mean, it's horrific if you're a guy, let alone a girl. Don't know what the hell some dudes don't know what they're on, what they want to do that for. Sounds pretty criminal to me. Fuck.
Okay.
I turned the sensitivity up because I actually hate moving my arm around all over the mouse pad.
Should we find one last class?
I just can't. I just hate it.
Twitter. I'm so drunk. I didn't expect a cup of alcohol to get me this hard, but I didn't eat much. What's the most beautiful childhood memory you have? So I can't always have like this perfect overview weighing up every single memory I have, so it might change day to day if you ask that question, because I don't remember everything at once and it's really hard to define which one's the best one. So the one that immediately comes to mind now is when I was really little, before I moved away from my hometown. I must have been between the ages of like 5 and 7, somewhere in that age. And I used to just walk out my front door and go to the woods nearby. There was fields around my house, there was woodlands around my house, there was a massive industrial estate next to my house. There were dilapidated buildings that had like exposed wires that were sparking, and drug dealers and all sorts of dodgy shit going on in my area. I lived in a council estate. There was a herd of young boys, and they were
I know what that's like.
with each other. Everyone from the age of 9 to 17, all in one group. It was weird. And I used to spend a lot of time alone, away from everybody. I used to walk down the street, round the corner, through the fields, into the woods. And I'd go to this industrial estate, and there was this one tree, and there was loads of concrete, there was a car park, there were loads of buildings, and there were loads of like tubes, big long rusty metal tubes. I used to crawl through them and come out completely red with rust, and I loved it. Because there was no playground. So I just used to play in the rusty tubes. And try not to get noticed or told off. But I found this tree out in this big concrete jungle. This is one lonely tree, and it had loads of apples on it. The apples would fall and nobody would eat them. I used to pick them proper Red Riding Hood style with a little wicker basket that I used to fill with apples and skip home with, and she'd be like, "Where did you get these?" "Fine, we'll eat them." So a lot of them would go uneaten. There were way more apples than I could ever carry home. And they used to fall on the floor and rot. And there was a wasp's nest in the tree, and there were thousands upon thousands of wasps. So many that when you got near to the tree, you could hear it before you saw it, because you'd hear it. It was the sound of thousands of wings, right? And I loved it. It was beautiful.
I knew I shouldn't have turned away then.
Everyone told me to be afraid of moths. My dad and my dad's friends would just go, whenever there was a moth, and be like, and that's a tiny little thing, right? And everything that I learned from people around me was, to be afraid of moths. To be afraid of wasps even.
Right, I haven't
When
been first
I
this
sat under
what
that
for the last
tree,
round and a half.
surrounded by thousands
Time to
of
catch up.
wasps, I felt safe. I felt good. For two reasons. And one of them was that people used to hate me. I used to say inappropriate things, I used to do inappropriate things, and didn't know why, and I didn't have an explanation. Everyone thought I was a bitch and a misbehavior, and everyone hated me. And I started to value people's opinions less because I spent time with all these beautiful stripy yellow and black animals that everyone hated and told me for certain were evil. And here they were, just going about their day, getting drunk on rotting apples and just leaving me alone. They weren't as bad as everyone thought they were. And learning at a very young age that the adults don't get to decide what's good and bad helped me to feel more okay with myself, because most of them thought I was bad. And if they could be wrong about the wasps, maybe they were wrong about me too. So spending time around them and watching them eat and go about their day, and not getting stung to fuck, taught me that maybe I am okay. Maybe relying on their perception of me will mislead me. Maybe it's okay to rely on my perception.
That's a pretty full-on imagination. Hanging out with the wasps.
So I liked hanging out with the wasps.
I hated wasps. I can't stand wasps. I don't mind honeybees. I don't mind bumblebees. But wasps, no thank you. They're like gangsters.
I've had a fantastic
Gangsters of the
evening, thoroughly
skinheads of the
enjoyed
insect
the
world.
stream. Many thanks,
Wasps
Voucher.
don't give a shit about anything.
Thanks for being here, sweetheart. But she had older brothers. No, I didn't. I'm an only child.
It could be a common theme actually for Twitch streamers, only child.
So yeah, thanks for
Because
being
when
here.
you're an only child,
I appreciate you guys.
you're more likely to be by yourself and entertain yourself as a kid if you don't have brothers and sisters and things.
I think that's a really good thing to close on. So I'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. BST. You're all awesome. And goodbye.
Side.
Not quite.
The day we've been dreading has finally arrived.
This power is a gift. Stasis is just a tool.
I think I can shut that off now. But I do like listening to podcasts when I'm playing games. It's just, especially science, like sciencey podcasts and authors and UFC stars and all kinds of people. Even Sweet and Issa, I just enjoy doing it.
Watch out, Spanish.
Almost there. 2 or 3 more kills.
I'm throwing smoke.
I like that movie, Bohemian Rhapsody. quite like that movie, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Whoa!
Well, the guy's name's Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm assuming it's the movie. One down. Let's get some more. Long A's clear. Mid. I don't think I'm going to catch up. I might.
You got the sweet. We all believe in you.
We.
Terrorists win. We have arrived.
One on B.
That bloody auto, eh? In the middle.
I'm throwing smoke.
There's doors coming up from behind us. There's an auto mid still, eh?
Bomb has been planted. I see our enemy.
One short. Auto's at short. Oh, he was.
Terrorists win. We will drag them.
Do you want his auto, Death Star? I've got his auto. Do you want it?
No, man, don't worry.
You sure? See ya.
Yeah. They're probably pushing bedroom, watch out.
I've got his auto. Another one double doors. He's run out. He's left double doors. Oh, the bedroom. It's a nice place for the bomb. Should we push long, eh?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Smoke. Smoke.
Man, people who use auto snipers. Gotta
You
be
started
skilled to
it.
use autos. What do you mean I started it? I just joined the game, shut up.
I stole it from CS Down.
Exactly.
I offered it to Death Star, but he said no.
Oh no. Nice, 0 kills, 3.
Fear no one. Throwing a- I'm throwing a grenade.
I wasn't ready for that.
That is the plan. I'm throwing a flashbang. I'm throwing a flashbang.
Almost.
Grenade.
6 more kills to go.
Oh, you little bitch. What is herbs and spices doing? Oh no. Ooh. GG. No, they don't have time. That'd be very funny though.
We will make them cry.
One in bedroom.
I'm throwing a grenade.
They'll teach me playing around with a soccer ball.
One in T-spawn. One limit.
Three snipers in a PP. Oh my god, I can't even talk. 3 snipers in a 3v3. Oof, unlucky. Come on, wait. Oh!
Damn.
Let's go, my brother. I'm throwing smoke. Affirmative.
Push with him.
Throwing flashbang.
Ah. God, I didn't even hit him. I'm not going to get first.
Smoke. I'm throwing a flashbang.
Oh, maybe. I'd have to get 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 25, 26. I'd need to get 10 kills. I don't think that's going to happen. So I'd have to kill the whole team to get first.
Planting. Bomb has been planted.
Should have ran away.
Sorry.
It's all good.
So in order for me to beat Headshot this round, I'd have to do an entire team down.
Grenade. I'm throwing a grenade. Throwing fire. Throwing a flashbang. I'm throwing a flashbang. Smoke.
Ah! Bloody autos. Almost got him. I should have smoked it.
One on ran. One CT. Yeah, no one. Fucking helps!
Ooh, so angry, man. Chill out.
Fuck's sake!
It's a game, but chill out.
Flashback. Flashback.
I noticed in Star Wars it's normally the rebels that are quite emotional, not the dark side. Dark side's normally like they're quite calm and relaxed. Eh? Like the rebels are real angry and shit, like Han Solo and all that. But like Darth Vader's like chilled until the end.
Yeah, to the end. Oh well, GG.
I think the only emotional response from Darth Vader was when he did that stupid no. The end of like it's as emotional as he got.
Affirmative.
Alright, Death Star, I want this round, I want you to focus on trying not to be angry, alright? If you get upset, just take a deep breath. And if you're really upset, just leave the game and come back a bit later, yeah? This is a happy community, and we don't want people getting upset. That's not what the game's about. Aww.
Throwing smoke.
Hey Jax, can you go fuck?
We're wasting time. Let's go. Grenade. Need support. Yes.
Tunnels. One short.
Defusing. Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win. Let's go.
lowers. One lowers.
Laying down smoke.
Can you just get the fuck out of here, buddy? Cause he's a bitch.
Any legends?
So wait,
Christian,
why are we
just,
kicking
just,
inside?
just get the fuck out of here.
Nah, I'ma stay.
No, I think leave.
Nah, I'm gonna stay.
No, I don't think you will. Alright, buddy.
Fuck you, Morty Beans.
Fuck you, Muddy Beans. Fuck you, Muddy Beans.
Smoke.
Oh, change the CT, buddy. And I'm back.
That's help clutch.
Please go
Morty,
back on
I
CT.
appreciate
Shut
that.
the fuck up, Jack. You fucking pissed.
Sorry, what?
Can you just like get the fuck out of here?
So you're not having a
Oh,
good
don't hurt
night.
my feelings.
I'm a bit angry.
You're a bit angry.
Your beans a bit moldy, man.
Just a little bit. No, my
You're a
beans
bit
are
angry at the free-to-play game.
about 45. Why do you care, man?
Did he leave?
Hey,
Doesn't
legends.
matter.
No, he did.
Aneta. Fucking Aneta.
Vote no, he's a legend.
I don't know where to vote.
Hit F10.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
No, isn't it all F4?
Windows D.
Oh, if I went there, I can miss, mate.
That was a good one.
Form up. Let's go. Hold your deck. Throwing smoke. Flashbang.
Ah!
Throwing flashbang. Throwing fire.
A two shot dog, man. Can we just get this guy the fuck out of here? Kirsten's pissing me off. Yeah, I can read, buddy. I'm dyslexic. Unlike you. I don't know, because his name's Kirsten. It's fucking Kirsten, I don't like. Oh, fucking shooting, buddy. Oh, there you go. You're fucking godly. Pick up the orb. No, it's my orb. Calm down, buddy.
Go, go, go. Smoke. Grenade out. Grenade out. Deploying flashbang. Deploying flashbang. Throwing flashbang.
My aim is totally off today. Oh god.
Incendiary out.
He can't hear. Oh wait.
Trust
I'm a
in me.
dumbass.
Fuck.
I'll remember how to aim eventually. I haven't played this very much lately. Been playing all these old games like Wonder Boy from the 90s. I'm thinking about playing Total War actually. Troy Total War. Finish up Wonder Boy, and I think that might be the next game I play.
Deploying flashbang. Throwing fire. Laying down smoke. Laying down smoke. Flashbang.
Todd.
Let's go.
Ah! I want to get a new monitor as well, actually. I want to get one of those 144 Hz monitors. Like, I'm still using a 60 Hz monitor. But I'm going to wait till I put this concert on in January at the beach. And then I'll get a new monitor after that, I think. I think that's what I'm going to do next year, is upgrade my computer. Upgrade everything. Maybe get a webcam.
smoke. סחטיין עליך.
Throwing a grenade.
Affirmative.
I'm sorry.
Let's get this over with. Throwing smoke. Order. Incendiary out. Throwing fire. Grenade out. Deploying flashbang.
Laying down throwing.
Grenade out. Get ready, I see them. Roger. Counter-terrorists win.
11-0. It's a bit nasty, isn't it?
Move it, move it. Yes. Incendiary. Throwing a grenade. Grenade out. Throwing flashbang.
Flashbang.
Throwing fire. Throwing smoke. Deploying flashbang. I have eyes on the enemy.
Where is he? Is he gonna peek?
Counter-terrorists win. Throwing flashbang. This is it, my friend. Yes. Laying down smoke. Throwing fire.
Shit.
smoke.
Throwing flashbang.
Flashbang.
Oh wow.
On your deck.
They're gonna rage.
Incendiary out. Deploying decoy. Throwing smoke. Deploying flashbang. Grenade out. Smoke. Throwing flashbang. Throwing flashbang. Deploying flashbang.
Ah.
Throwing flashbang.
Damn. Brits must have a really good gaming chair.
I need a new chair.
I don't have a chair.
Grenade out.
I don't even have a gaming PC. This is like a straight up old HP computer.
Is it? A Hewlett Packard? What FPS are you getting?
I'm not getting one. I'm too broke. Oh my god, please. Oh, unlucky.
Defusing the bomb. Lock and load. Counter-terrorists win.
GG. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now.
Too young with a lot to learn. We earn soft the way we burn. Marks we turned laughter something we lost to earn. I say best friends lost and turned. If you drunk to the rock the burn. Their laughter has got me hurt. Cause I'm across the world. I got a property with lost and burned. The one problem I got.
Bloody hell.
You can probably tell I'm like one of the holders when I drop.
Alright, I'll be back on later, I think.